What's up, everyone? This is the second episode of our podcast, and we are going to talk about all the news that's been happening in the NFL this week. It's been a really eventful week leading up to the free agency period, and we just wanted to give you our thoughts on everything that's happened. So we're going to start first with the Derek Carr, Geno Smith, and Daniel Jones contracts. We'll let Luke talk about the Derek Carr contract as he is a Saints fan.
What do you mean? What's there to talk about? He's going to carry our team to at least 13-4.
Okay. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. 4 years, $150 million. I mean, I think personally, I think they way overpaid for him.
I mean, Derek Carr, he's going from like a really mid-wide receiver in Devontae Adams to the GOAT, Chris Olave.
That's a fair point.
Derek Carr sucks.
Better than that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about it?
I always thought that Derek Carr was overrated, especially after last year when people were saying he's up there with Dak Prescott, like he's better than Dak Prescott. Never thought he was.
I thought that too until he joined our team, which makes him the best quarterback in the NFL.
Gotcha. I mean, that's kind of how it is.
Will he even start over Andy Dalton, though?
Andy Dalton's the GOAT, so.
Just wait till you play a Madden franchise with that dude. Derek Carr fucking sucks.
Bennett, turn off your microphone.
You turn off your microphone, freaking ginger.
Bennett, take off the hat. Take off the hat real quick.
All right, no.
Well,
Anyway.
I mean, $150 million for Derek Carr is just a lot of money.
It is.
What was it?
$37.5 million a year.
Yeah.
Over 4 years. In the current QB market, where Dak Prescott's making $40 million, Kirk Cousins is only making $35 though, which Kirk Cousins is a much better quarterback than Derek Carr.
Debatable.
So I don't really get that. And Daniel Jones is also making $40 million, so it's a really weird market. But $37.5 million feels about right for Derek Carr. I just don't get what the Saints are doing. I don't think they can win a Super Bowl right now with their roster. I think they would have been smart to blow it up.
Yeah.
I really don't see the point in dragging out their money even longer.
Yeah, I don't know why you signed Derek Carr to a contract like that. They're already tanking. I mean, they have to be. They can't make the playoffs, even though they're in one of the worst divisions in football. They just aren't good.
For real.
Well, Derek Carr sucks, so maybe he'll help them tank.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe he'll throw 30 picks. That's what they're paying him for.
It's a possibility. All right, moving on to a better quarterback in Geno Smith.
No.
Got less money. He got
Geno had
3 years, $85 million base salary with another $30 million in incentives if he is able to get those, which I think is a really, really good deal for the Seahawks and good for Geno, man. He's getting paid. Finally, he's been in the league for about 10 years. He deserves it. He's a great guy, and I wish him the best, and I hope he brings the Seahawks into a deep playoff run in a really bad NFC.
Yeah.
Okay. If Geno Smith has been in the NFL like 10 years, and he just starting, he freaking sucks.
Okay.
The only reason he starts is because he's black.
Gotcha.
Well, I personally think Geno Smith was phenomenal last season, carried a bad Seahawks team, played phenomenal.
He has gotten better.
3 years
Even a bad
I think it's an
Seahawks
okay contract.
Not better than Dak.
They had two of the best wide receivers in the NFL.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
You know who else has two of the best wide receivers in the NFL?
Who's
Derek
that?
Carr?
Cowboys, baby. CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, Dalton Schultz.
Dalton Schultz is leaving in free agency.
I would have liked it if they would have signed Derek Carr to more of a Geno Smith contract.
I agree.
Yeah,
Where'd Bennett go?
Yeah, we lost Bennett. But
it's so much quieter now.
It is. But I think that would have been a better deal. I think people might be overreacting a little bit about Geno Smith after one season starting. But and Derek Carr's been a really solid starter. I'm glad they both got paid. I love people being paid. But
I mean, Derek Carr did so good in the accuracy competition in the Pro Bowl.
He really was. He carried the AFC.
Dang it, Bennett. It was so quiet without you.
All right. So now that we have Bennett back, we're going to move on to our final quarterback that got paid, and that is Sir Daniel Jones of the New York Giants.
Underpaid.
Who was lawful for his first 3 years in New York. I always thought he was a bit underrated because people said he shouldn't even be a starter in the league.
Is Dalton Schultz actually leaving the Cowboys?
Yes, he is.
Vanilla Vic.
Yeah.
Well, Ferguson is good, so fine.
Yeah, 4-year, $160 million deal, $35 million in incentives. I think they overpaid.
They did.
What were the Giants
He came up for $48 million per year.
Yeah.
So
but they needed stability at quarterback, and they have it. And without getting that deal done, they would have had to tag Daniel Jones, which
Trippy White.
I wouldn't have done. But they wouldn't have been able to keep Saquon Barkley. And now, as we're going to talk about right now, maybe, Saquon Barkley received the franchise tag. And he is
better.
Sure, buddy.
Who's the Saints quarterback? Who's the Saints running back? That's pretty exactly.
Alvin Kamara, the GOAT.
No, Alvin Kamara sucks.
AK-41.
Isn't it AK-47?
Not with Alvin Kamara.
I think it's a good thing that the Giants franchise tagged Saquon Barkley. I think they really needed to do it. I don't think they want to tank it. I think they want to try to draft some good players and stay in the playoffs. I think they need Saquon Barkley to do it.
Wait, whose jersey's that behind you, Jonathan?
Dennis Rodman.
Oh, I thought it was Drew Brees for a second. It kind of looked like a 9 that was the Saints colors.
No.
All right. So our next player that got franchise tagged, which was a bit of a surprise when it came out, was Lamar Jackson not receiving the exclusive tag, but getting the non-exclusive tag, meaning he's allowed to negotiate with other teams at the start of free agency, and if a team offers him a contract and the Ravens cannot match that, then they get Lamar for 2 first-round picks. It's very risky by the Ravens, but from what we've seen so far, no team wants to give up that much of their cap space for Lamar Jackson. They don't want to give him a fully guaranteed deal.
Because he injures himself so much.
Yeah. I personally love it. I think it was an amazing idea because I think that they knew that nobody would give him that because I think they have kind of took a few phone calls here and there about him. I think that they knew that nobody would do that, and I think they're more than willing to match any offer because $130 to $180 million. They already have that offer on the table for him.
Whoa, Bennett. Bennett's going John Moran over here.
Not again.
Oh, we're going to get canceled.
That's right. This is America. Like that one song. No. I think the Ravens did the right thing. I think that they did a deal that was perfect for them.
I think the Cowboys are freaking stupid for giving up Dalton Schultz. So I think. But
they can still franchise
Zeke. So.
No, they franchise tag Tony Pollard.
Yeah.
We'll probably give up Zeke.
Which I think is a very good segue into Tony Pollard getting franchise tagged by the Dallas Cowboys. And really a no-brainer. They're probably cutting Ezekiel Elliott, and the franchise tag on Dalton Schultz would have went up because it would have been the second year in a row they would have franchise tagged him.
I'm pretty sure his first year was his time.
Yeah. Pollard is one of the most explosive running backs in the NFL. Arguably a top 10 running back in the NFL.
No.
The best running back in the NFL. He will be the best in the NFL.
Okay. Hot take there from Bennett.
I personally don't like it because I think people are overreacting to what Tony Pollard did over one season, and I think he's too small to stay healthy. They do need Zeke. They need a big, powerful running back to take the blow to the carries because Tony Pollard just can't do it. I don't think he can run through between tackles to stay healthy.
Yep, he's offense quarterback. He's offense running back. That's okay.
I would say Taysom Hill at running back over Tony Pollard.
All right. Moving on.
Kick return. That's what I thought.
Moving on to our final running back who got franchise tagged this week, and that is Josh Jacobs of the Las Vegas Raiders. And this was another no-brainer. They didn't have any other candidates.
Had the best season this year.
Josh Jacobs probably had the best season of any running back this year.
Did Tony Pollard have 700 yards?
Yep. Yeah, I think it was a great idea because I think they have to give their fans a reason to show up because right now they ain't got no reason except for Josh Jacobs. They don't even know who their quarterback's going to be. They have Devontae Adams and Josh Jacobs, and that's it.
It's going to be Will Levis.
Maybe.
Maybe they picked Jalen Carter at 7 just to spite everyone. It'd be a very Raiders pick.
It'd be so funny.
It would be such a Raiders pick.
Yeah, really would.
All right. So our only tight end who got franchise tagged is the Jacksonville Jaguars' Evan Ingram, who had the best year of his career this year after coming to the Jaguars in free agency from the Giants, and was really, really instrumental in the development of Trevor Lawrence this year. Just a very reliable pass catcher for him, and he fixed those drop issues he had at the end of his time in New York. So, really good move.
I personally don't like that one very much either because I think they could have gone and got a better tight end in free agency. Mike Gesicki. Or Dalton Schultz, I guess. But I think that they're overreacting because what's he now playing with, in my opinion, a top 5 quarterback?
Is Mike Gesicki black?
That's
what I thought.
He has a 12-inch vertical.
He's garbage.
He can jump. They could have got a better tight end in free agency, I think, for about the same price. I just don't like it. I don't like it. Just because you're playing with Trevor Lawrence doesn't mean that you need to be franchise tagged.
Yeah. All right. Our final franchise tagged player is Darren Payne, who was the only defensive player franchise tagged and had a breakout year for the Commanders and was going to get a lot of money had he not got franchise tagged. He'll still get a lot of money on the tag if he does not get a long-term deal, but pretty expected move by the Commanders. They didn't really have any other candidates, and Payne was not someone you wanted to lose. So
yeah, I love that franchise tag. I think they really need him. He's certainly a defensive presence for them. I think it's just an all-round great move. I don't think they had any other option.
Yeah, well, all right. Well, let's talk about Aaron Rodgers.
All right. final part of the show, the Aaron Rodgers rumors, and he has received permission to meet with the New York Jets in person, and he did so today.
Yes.
And it is looking increasingly more likely that he will be traded to the New York Jets rather than retiring or going back to the
on the same offense.
He's just a wannabe.
I thought the rumor was that he pulled a Deshaun Watson.
No.
I think if the Jets got him, it would make them a Super Bowl contender. I don't think it would quite put him over the hump. I think that they need one more big piece with him. But I think it would be a great move by the Jets. I think they should do everything in their power to get him. I think that they should trade.
Do the Jets have a first-round pick?
First.
They do have a first.
I wish I was masseuse.
Where in the first round?
Yeah.
Where in the first round they have their pick?
What?
Where in the first round their pick?
I think it's the number 15 pick, maybe. Yeah, it's actually probably sooner than that. It might be the 13th pick.
Jets getting Drew Sanders.
Drew Sanders is amazing. He's from Arkansas. I love that. What do you think they should do for Aaron Rodgers?
I would give anything a first and a second or less for him, and maybe a lot more.
They don't trade anything. They just get him. That would be the best decision for the New York Jets.
Also, where do you think Galladay is going?
Oh, Kenny Galladay, the best receiver on the free agent market, obviously. No. Maybe the best player on the free agent market.
No.
Kenny Galladay to the Saints?
God, that would be a steal. He should get maybe $30 million a year.
Yeah, he seems like a very Jags type of receiver to me. Seems like somebody they'd pick him.
Please go to the Jaguars.
Gave up Don Schultz.
Please.
Give up Zeke. We could get Galladay.
We could get
Galladay. You should do that.
Yeah.
I think he'd fit your system perfectly, and he'd probably automatically become your best pass catcher, even better than.
You're just talking out of your butt.
Oh, okay. What? No, I'm not. I love Kenny Galladay.
Yeah. I mean, former Lions receiver. The Jags just need the whole former Lions receiving corps.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I have a couple more things here real quick before we end. So Mike Pouncey signed a one-day deal with the Dolphins to retire as a Dolphin. Have a full retirement. And then Leslie Frazier, the Bills' defensive coordinator, is taking a break from football for the year. He'll be back in 2024.
I bet Bills fans are very
What about
happy
the Eagles coaches?
Yeah. I ain't got no news on the Eagles coaches.
Didn't they get like two different coordinators?
No.
I'm pretty sure the Eagles promoted their quarterbacks coach.
No.
Yeah, to defense or offense.
And they might hire Matt Patricia to be their linebackers coach, which would be so funny.
Yeah, and then Philip Rivers is trying to come out of retirement and play for an NFL team again.
Oh, God.
I don't know why.
Mike Vrabel should leave the Titans and go to the Saints.
I would say
I think that's where we end our podcast.
Would make it to the second round again of the playoffs, maybe even the third round. But Mike McCarthy's doing the offensive calling, so we're probably going to get nowhere. We're probably not even making it into the freaking playoffs.
The Cowboys are going anywhere with Trent Steele.
Yeah. Well, I think that's all we got.